Hello, everyone. My name is Geffrye Parsons. I use he, him pronouns. I identify as a gay man, and I am the CEO, which in this case means Chief Empathy Officer of the Inclusion Imperative, which is an independent diversity, equity, and inclusion consulting practice, the motto of which is making the world a more inclusive place, one organization at a time. It works with commercial organizations to try to promote internal and external culture shift so they can do the best for and get the very best out of their most important resource, which is, I believe, their people. You can find out more about what it does at www.theinclusionimperative.com. Now, my own personal passion for inclusion in and out of the workplace has grown and evolved during the course of a 35-year career spent in front office executive roles in the world of financial services. But for half of that career, I wasn't out at work. I didn't feel psychologically safe to be able to come out of the closet. And my reluctance to do so was informed by observing exclusionary practices at just about every job that I'd ever held, right back to the first professional position I ever took at a medium-sized accounting practice in Piccadilly in London back in the 1980s, when as an intake of 15 people, I noticed that looking around the room on day one, there were 15 white men. Absolutely no diversity, and that was quite jarring. Subsequently, I moved to Hong Kong to work for one of the big four accounting firms, where I was fairly ruthlessly mocked by a lot of my colleagues, and in fact, some of my bosses, for my very vocal support of women's rights. And then later in my career, as I moved more into the world of banking and spent a lot of time on trading floors, I became witness on pretty much on a daily basis to so-called banter, much of which was actually rife with racism, sexism, homophobia, misogyny, etc. Now, all of these instances could have had the effect of driving me back into the closet and making me believe that I could never actually bring my authentic self to work. But what it really did, in fact, was the opposite. It galvanized me to try to become an agent of change, because I could see that there is value in difference. The difference of perspectives, difference of inputs creates real synergies, not just socially or personally, but also for businesses in terms of additional productivity and creativity, certainly improved innovation, and very much around risk management. So these days, I spend my time working with organizations to try to make them understand and make use of the value of difference. And I might do that in a number of ways. It could be something as simple as a speaking engagement. They could be workshops and training, some coaching, mentoring, bespoke diagnostic reviews of people, practices, systems, and culture. But it's all very much rooted in reality. As I said earlier, I spent my career in front office. And so what I do is make sure that I bring the theory of HR into the reality of the front office, applying what I call the 4 Ps. Everything has to be proactive, personal, positive, and above all, practical. So as I said, one organization at a time, we will make the world a more inclusive place. And I hope you will join me on that journey, because it is an aspiration worth fighting for. Thank you.